YouTube. It is I, Juniper Bloom Mystique. I am an ascension master, master healer, and a divine guide. I'm coming to you today with a little bit of a new type of read. We're going to tune into something I want to call Truths Be Told. On my own healing journey, as well as being the master that I am and feeling the energies that I feel continually in myself and in people and in the collective whole, I can tell you we tell ourselves a lot of lies. Okay, there's a lot of lies we tend to believe, and there's a lot of lies we tend to tell. Okay, and I know next month we're activating Christ light within the throat chakra and the blue rays, and it's almost done. And I'm not sure I'm going to do that one on myself yet. I haven't decided. If I do, I will let you guys know. However, there's no coincidences now that I'm feeling the importance of allowing us to see how many times we don't tell ourselves the truth. And what we like to hear that is not truthful also, and what we continually tell that's not truthful. One of the biggest ways we lie is to our kids, because a lot of times we feel like that's our job as a parent, or that they wouldn't understand either. Okay, so that's another one. Sometimes you don't always have to lie to your kids, but it's the way we talk to them that matters. Okay. Maybe you don't have to tell them in this time frame, maybe when they're a little older, right? That's not necessarily lying. But we don't always have to lie to our kids. That's not exactly effective parenting. So now I kind of want to ask, on the collective whole, what are the lies we're being fed that we tend to believe to this day? So Spirit, what lies are we being fed in the collective whole that we tend to believe? They said religion. Religion tenfold is a lie. Religion is created for a lie. Religion was absolutely created for a lie, yet most of us believe it unconditionally. Most of us would die for religion. Most of us, there's even people out there who have killed their own kids claiming religion as the source. Religion is a dangerous game, and it was created based on a lie. It is created out of a lie. I would say 75% of it is twisted truths, some even completely false. Okay. Another thing we lie for is prestige in the collective whole. Like, I want to have clout, I want everybody to see who I am, and so it's okay if I lie. Right? So that's another big one. Most of the people you follow based on a lie. Take that for a while, right? Most of the people you follow based on a lie. Some lie that they've told in order to make you think that they are worth their weight in gold. Okay? But in truth, they're really copying people. And as a matter of fact, I've seen this a lot lately. Like, a lot. I've seen people even on YouTube doing it. They will take a headline from somebody like me, and they will copy it and get views off of it, right? So our infant structure is 75% based off of a lie. Welcome to your world, 333. You are living in a place that is 75% based off of lie. And this is what we feed our kids every day. This is what you feed yourself every day. Not to mention, they make you pay for entertainment that is based off your own demise. What a sick world we're living in, right, friends? Now, this is in the collective. So I'm doing a collective truth be told first, okay? We have put so much focus, so much money, so much time, so much attention in our kids' lives into lies, okay? Including the V. It's all based on a lie, and that's what Spirit is saying again, even though I've been saying that one for over a year. It is not what they say, okay? I can't reiterate that enough. I don't care if they try to make people do it. If I put a gun to your head and told you to sell your child's soul, would you do it? Because essentially that's what they did. And most of the population says, jump how high? Right? It's like, I'm doing due diligence, even if it's based off a lie. I'm worthy, even if it's based off a lie. Okay, that is some of the biggest lies that we believe, we tell, in the collective whole. Okay, and here's another one. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy of this, but they're worthy of this. They're better than I am. That's all lie. It's all based on a lie. It's all part of the divide that makes us think that we're not equals. Here's another one that they are saying is based off a lie, and that is what they're showing me is racial tendencies. Not to say that some people aren't racist, but the majority of the racial slur is based on a lie. Most people, to the core of their soul, love each other equally. It's just they're afraid to admit it because of the lies of the collective whole. Most people love each other equally, no matter what. They're just afraid to admit it because of the lies of the collective whole. 555. So what truths do you fall into in that? Do you believe what the media says just because they say it? Well, they must be true. They're on my TV. It's in this book that they say is absolutely true. Well, this person is doing this and making money supposedly doing it and has all this stuff. They must be saying the truth. Okay? I'm not worthy is a big lie. We're not equal is another big lie. Granted, some of us are not exactly equal, but the equality they're considering of is what the lie is based off of. Okay? Equal in that we all come from the light and return to the light, hopefully. Equal in that we all have the same purpose of understanding unconditional love. Equal in that we all breathe to live. We all require water. Okay? Equal in that I'm worthy of my dreams just as much as you're worthy of yours. But we lie. You've ever heard the saying, we are dealt the hands we're dealt with, we must deal with the hands we're dealt with? Well, shit, I may have been dealt a certain hand, but I didn't just succumb to that. If I would have succumbed to that, I'd have been just like my family. And I'm not. I'm completely different, and that's okay. Okay. Those are lies of the collective soul. These are lies that we're still believing in. These are lies that we're still playing in. Here's another one. Some of you that watch these videos tell yourself too. The ascension isn't real. That is also a lie. Spirit is saying. I'm not making these up. These are what Spirit is telling me to talk to you about. Okay? These are the lies that we focus on in the collective whole and the collective soul. Now we can get into relationship lies. So if any of these resonate with you, it's not meant to insult anybody. It's meant to give us a little bit of a wake up and a new insight into what we believe and why we believe them. Okay? Relationship wise. Oh, I didn't mean it. I was drunk. I only cheated on you because I was drunk. That's a lie. Okay? They were drunk, which meant they weren't afraid. But unless somebody is completely blacked out, they remember it. They just lie to you. And they know what they're doing more than you would think they do. Okay? Do we begin to feel invincible? Yeah, which is why people get into a car and convince themselves they'll be safe. That doesn't mean they don't know what they're doing when they're sleeping with people. It's a lie they convince you. Okay. Here's another lie we tend to tell ourselves in a relationship. Well, they didn't mean it. It was my fault they did that. If I would have just done this. These are bullshit statements. Okay, built on a false pretense. Okay, let's see what else. She's prettier than I am. That's another lie we tell ourselves on an individual role. And they're also telling me that even people that come off quite confident 9 out of 10 times are dying inside and afraid to show their face most of the time. They just do it anyways. Some people's ego is off the charts, right? And they don't mind showing their face. They think they're better than everybody. Da 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 da. So I'm talking about the majority of people who are in the collective energy of the collective whole, right? They may know something's wrong. They may see something's not right. They're a little bit outside the collective masses, which I call the asses. So let's see what else the Spirit want to talk about as far as truths go. Spirit says we tend to believe things at face value without any form of investigations. Then we believe opinions of others without consideration of the fact that those opinions from others are shrouded in their own muck, their own ego, their own everything. Their own blindness. Their own misery loves company energy. 11:11. And we believe it. Right? Like, have you ever watched a trial and you just know this person did something and they come up with it, like Casey Anthony, for instance. I was rewatching one of her thingies from, she murdered her daughter, okay? And she got away with it because it was all corrupt. Some people think she slept with her attorney and all this kind of stuff, but she did kill her kid. All signs point to her. Even her parents think she did it. She literally got away scot-free. And one of the first things she told was a lie. It was always lies that she told. And this is what she did as a child. She always told her parents lies. She never got in trouble for anything. They always sugar-coated it and made her seem like a queen. Okay? And the first thing she told is, well, I gave her to this person, and this person has her, and blah. And it was just lie after lie after lie. So why is it we can base our stories off lies, and somehow some of us seem to get away with those lies? Why do we struggle so hard to tell the truth? Well, I was late because I was nervous. I was late because I had this feeling that you were going to not like what I had to say. And I spent an hour looking in the mirror, having a conversation with myself, trying to prepare myself for this meeting today. Hashtag truth. Oh, I'm sorry I was late. I got caught in a traffic jam and saw this car accident in front of me. We always spin the truth. Why are we so afraid to tell our truths? Why are we so afraid to tell our truths? Simple things, like my ex-husband. I would find a food wrapper, I'd be cooking dinner, and on his way home I'd tell him, don't eat, and yet he would stop and eat, and then he would lie about it. And I'm like, why in the world would you lie about small things? Who cares? Why are we so afraid to tell the truth? But the truth is, if you're lying to others, you're lying to yourself too. Why are we afraid of the truth? When people speak their truth, people judge them and run from them. They don't want to be around them. Why? Why are we so afraid to speak our truths? We always convince ourselves of something that is not of the absolute truth. To the point where most of us don't even know the difference between a lie and a truth any longer. We create our reality based on so many lies. We change our daily reality based on lie after lie, just to whatever suits us in those moments. Why? So you can impress your sister, your neighbor? So you can feel better about yourself? So you don't get caught cheating? 1444. Why do you lie, my friends? Why do you convince yourself that you're just not perfect enough? Or maybe you're better than somebody else. That's also a lie. Why do we convince our reality so much based off of so many lies? Doctors lie, yet we focus everything about our physical vessel or mental vessel on doctors. Well, they're a doctor, so they must know more than we do. Can you tell when somebody's lying and when somebody's telling the truth? Is it hard for you to tell the truth? Relationships. Why do we accept lies? You know why? Because we're afraid to be alone. We convince ourselves that we've put so much effort into something and I may not ever find anything again and blah, 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 blah. And then we accept all these lies out of that person's mouth. Why? Where did all that go? And I'm reminded of like the 50s, where women had to be this and be that and be perfect for their husband, and the husband would be off doing this and that or cheating, or you know what I mean? And it's like we have designed our world based off lies. I wonder why. Because our government lies, maybe? Because the crap we feed ourselves is constantly a lie? Constantly a lie. The crap that we see, the crap that we hear, the crap that we take in, the crap that we put out is, generally speaking, most of the time, somewhat of a lie. Why do we do this? I did it on my twin flame journey. He doesn't love me. He's just a karmic. It was a lie. It was a safe place to be, yet that's what almost killed me. Why do we base off of a lie? So ask yourself right now, what is something that you just know is a lie, but you chose to believe it anyways? What is something that you told somebody that was a lie, even if small? And from the media, what are you convinced right now is absolute truth, even though you deep down know it's a lie? Trust. What does trust have to do with lies? We are told to trust. We are told if we don't trust, we're in trouble, yet we ignore the feelings inside us that tell us something's wrong. But we don't trust that. Maybe our trust and what the definition of trust is has been misguided. Maybe in truth, as spiritual warriors, spiritual beings, we don't really know what trust is. Just that we don't really focus on truth. How can you be in complete trust of yourself, trust of those around you, if you are not in complete truth? One must trust that the truth shall set you free. Success and growth. So many lies were told in order to have success and growth. But I will tell you, those are a false foundation. True success and growth comes from self-development of the mind, body, and soul. You cannot have true strength and success and growth that's based on a solid foundation if it's something based out of a lie. You must own your truths. And in those moments of owning your truths, you must trust in the trueness of what trust is. The truth shall set you free. The truth always prevails. Why do these come out? Because you cannot succeed off of a false foundation. You guys are going to start to see these fall away quickly out of the collective whole. You're going to start to see what your trust and based in lies has really been, and what truths really are, and how to create success and growth from a strong, truthful foundation. self-development. Root chakra. Knowing that our truths are what keep us grounded and safe, and that is where success grows. We tell a lot of lies if our chakra centers are off. Our root chakra is what makes us feel safe and secure and trust and to ground into the reality. Some people might say, well, my throat chakra must be off if I keep lying or if I'm not telling myself truths. It could also be in your base chakra. It could be in any of your chakras. Your base chakra is where your solid foundation lies. If that is built off falsehoods and shrouded in darkness and not open and grounded, you're built on false trust. And your success and growth will crumble on a false foundation. Must tell truths, even if uncomfortable. Trust that there is good purpose and beauty behind a well-spoken truth. Truth does not mean you have to hurt people. That's not truth. That's ego. And then here we have this again, challenging times. So I know the DM has caused a big mass balance in the earth, and so I don't know if that's playing it again because I've been pulling this card nonstop. However, I am curious to see what that card relates to in the traditional tarot, and if it is the Tower. Hang on, it's not the Tower, I don't think. I'm just curious. Bear with me just a second. I want to look it up. Bear with me just a second. I am curious to know which one this is based off of. Challenging times. That border also represents spirituality, okay? And again, it's ego, just like I've been saying. Conflict, challenges, competition, okay? These are why we lie. Ego, conflict, challenges, competition. All of these create challenging times. Your lies create all of that muck. Come from all of that muck. Live in all of that muck. They're quite low vibrations, okay? It's not telling me what the traditional card for that one is, so I guess it really doesn't have one. Yeah, it just talks about ego, conflict, challenges, and competition, okay? Ego can only be helpful when it provides us with a sense of self-value and purpose, but it can lead to problems when it seeks to build itself up at the expense of others, okay? And that's what lying does. Lying lifts you up at the expense of others, my friends. So why then do we believe them so much, so completely? Is it because we don't want others to think less of us? Is it because we're afraid? Is it because we don't want to be alone? How many people do you know took the V in their arm knowing something was definitely wrong with that? But they just let people make them feel manipulated. They convinced themselves that these lies were truthful. They wanted to fit in with those around them and not be judged. Our truths are important to the soul. Lies are detrimental to the collective whole. And they cause a great big divide. From the simplest ones to the biggest ones. What truly matters is speaking from your soul, your truths, and only listening to those who do the same. For that, my friends, is where spirit lies. That is where self-development persists. For if you're lying to yourself, you will never grow. You will never come into a full understanding of who you are, what you lack, and what you can do to make it better. Your relationships will always falter and suffer because you're prone to believing and telling lies. Is it so hard to tell somebody, I fucked up and I love you, and I'm sorry? I made a mistake. I didn't do that. It wasn't me, I promise. In the moment, you're telling yourself, this is worth it. It's time to examine the lies we tell. That's Spirit's message right now. Examine the lies that you know don't feel good to your body, yet you still convince yourself they're the truth. Do you let others, demons, and lies affect you and overcome you because they can't see your truths? It is very important right now to start opening up to that word, truths. What do truths mean to you? What is it worth to you? What do lies mean to you? Personally, I like a strong foundation that no matter what can come against me, it will not falter, because it's based on truth, strength, self-development, and trust. Be ready, my friends, because there's major truths going to surface. For those who even wish to not ascend, will still have a rude awakening before the end. So much love to all of you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And this is not about bashing anybody. We've all believed some form of non-truth, and we've all spoken some form of non-truth. The thing is it's time now to come into the essence of self-development and solid foundation, and knowing you are only speaking from a place of your truth. The rest will follow, and that will set you free. And the collective whole right now is going through something major. So focusing on truths is very important. Your truths, not your neighbors, not your friends, not your husbands. Your truths, or your wives. Step into your truths. The worst lies are the lies that we tell ourselves. So much love. Till next time. Thank you for watching. And if you feel the free and feel the call, please hit that subscribe button to stay around, because there's huge movements on this channel coming forward. Hasta la vista.